Hello, hello, hello. I am the Linux Mensch. Back in June, I made a few videos about DWM, Dynamic Window Manager, and I showed you how to install it from source, manually going through line by line by line. Well, now I made an install script that makes it really easy and fast to install DWM from source. So let's get to it. So right now, this is my bare metal computer, and I'm running DWM Window Manager. And of course, it looks like my awesome window manager, and all my window managers look pretty much the same. But today, I'm not going to work on my bare metal computer. I'm going to go into a virtual machine. So I have a virtual machine open on Workspace 8. Let's click it on, and let's make it full screen. So now this is my virtual machine of Arch Linux with the awesome window manager. And what I'm going to do is open up a terminal. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to Xterm. So what you want to do is, if you never downloaded my GitLab repository before, you want to type in this command: git clone https://gitlab.com artibus1/mensch.git. Okay, and this command is in the show notes of all my videos. I'm not going to run this command because I already downloaded my GitLab repository. Now, if you downloaded my GitLab repository in the past, you want to update it. For instance, this installer that I made to install DWM from source, I just did it the other day. So what you want to do is cd into the Mensch folder, if you already downloaded my GitLab repository in the past, and do a git pull. And my GitLab repository is up to date. If it's not up to date, it's going to update it. So once you're in the Mensch folder, you're going to ls it, and you're going to cd into the Arch folder, and you're going to ls it. And I have a DWM. You can see on the far left, I have a DWM folder. So you're going to cd into DWM. And now you're going to ls it. And you know what? Let's clear the screen. ls it. So this is what's in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the installer, but I just want to show you what's in there. I'm going to vim into it. So what it's going to do, it's going to install dmenu, nitrogen, xorg, xsetroot, and slock. And it's going to build a few folders. It's going to build a folder for builds and DWM and patches. Then it's going to clone the DWM from the site, from the Sakla site. And it's going to do a few other things. It's going to copy some configuration files over. And even if you see on line 24, it's going to copy a patch. So this DWM build is going to have one patch in it. And it's going to copy a patch and put it where it's supposed to be. So let's quit out of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the installer, /installer. Let's just tab it and let's hit enter. Oh, it's asking for my password. So I'm going to put my password in and I'm going to say yes. So it's installing a bunch of packages, and then it's going to make some folders and move some configuration files where I need them to be. Now, when you see about 5, I think it's 4 or 5 dones, then it means it's finished. Yes, it's finished. So now I'm going to hit enter. You don't want to hit enter too soon. And there we go. Now I'm going to ls it. Let's clear the screen. I'm going to ls it. And what I'm going to do is cd out of there. I'm going to clear the screen. Now if I ls it, so now you can see we have a builds folder and a patches folder in our home directory. So now I'm going to cd into builds. I'm going to ls it. And you can see I have a DWM folder in there. I'm going to cd into DWM. And I'm going to ls it. And I'm going to run this patch. So I'm going to do /run, and I'm going to hit enter. Okay. Now I'm going to make the system. So I'm going to do sudo make clean install, and we're installing it. Okay. Now we're building it. So now I'm going to close this. I'm going to quit out of there and to light DM. I'm going to click on the hamburger menu. So now you see I have DWM. So before, and I meant to show you this before, but I forgot. So previously, this is a new install of Arch Linux that I did this morning. It's a virtual machine of Arch Linux. It's my way of doing a basic install of Arch Linux. So I installed Qtile and I installed the awesome window manager. So now we see we have DWM installed. So I'm going to click it on and I'm going to type in my password. And we're going to log into DWM. Now in DWM, there's no mouse. Now the mouse does work for changing workspaces. And of course, the mouse is going to work in your web browser and any other GUI applications that use the mouse. And I also have DMenu installed. So I'm going to do a Alt T, and I installed nitrogen. So let's call up nitrogen, and let's hit preferences. And you want to make sure you take off this recursive. I don't know if you ever used nitrogen before, but you got to unclick that recursive, and then we're going to add, and I'm going to go to home, and I'm going to select it. I'm going to OK it, and there's some wallpapers. So let's click on this one. Let's apply it, and let's Alt X. There we are. We're in DWM. Now, this is my own configuration file of DWM. So I have, I used to have in my window managers, I used to have the mod key was the Windows super key. And lately, I've been changing things to the mod key is going to be the Alt key. And also in my window managers, I've been making it so that to close an application, it would be Shift Mod C. And lately, I've been changing my window managers. So when I close an application, I do Alt X. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is open up a terminal. I'm going to do Alt Enter. So it used to be Mod key was the super key, and it would be super key Enter. But now I've been changing them to be Alt Enter because Alt is my mod key now. So Alt Enter opens up my terminal. And now we're in Xterm. So let's do Neo Fetch. Well, we can see we're in Arch Linux. My window manager is DWM. And my terminal is Xterm. And right now we're running at 285 megabytes of RAM. And let's clear the screen and let's do an HTOP. So like always, I gave this virtual machine 4 processors, 4 gigs of RAM, and no swap. And you can see we're running at 281 megabytes of RAM. Not bad, eh? So let's close that. And let's just ls it. So I have it in builds, my builds folder, cd into builds. Let's ls it, cd into DWM. Let's ls it. And we're going to go into this configuration file. Now, this is not the standard configuration file. This is my configuration file after I added in my favorite key bindings and so forth. Vim into config.h. Now it's read only. So if you want to change it, you should use sudo. First of all, I want to go down. So if you see on line 48, line 48, it says, can I highlight that? It doesn't really look at mod key, mod 1 mask is my mod key, which is the alt key. And I did it like that on purpose. Because like I said, lately I've been using in my window managers, I've been changing them to make the mod key the alt key rather than the super key, or rather than the Windows super key. So if you're using my configuration file, and if you want the mod key to be the super key instead of the alt key, then all you got to do is change this 1 to a 4. So let's go down. So we can see here, starting on line 61, I'm showing Xterm is my terminal. Now, if you have another terminal, like Alacrity or the ST terminal or whatever, then you want to change on line 61. You want to type it in there, okay? Alacrity or whatever, right? So for key bindings, I have a key binding for Firefox, PCman FM, OBS, GIMP, Kdenlive, Ramina, and SLock. So actually for your key bindings, you have to type the app in 3 times, right? You're going to type it in here, here, and down here. So once you have all your key bindings typed in up here, then you're going to put them down here. So for instance, if we go down to line 73, mod key P is going to open up D menu. Mod key return is going to open up my terminal. Mod key F is going to open up Firefox. Mod key control, so if you look here, we have mod key control, and P is going to open up PCman FM, my file manager. Mod key control O is going to open up OBS. Mod key control K is going to open up Kdenlive. Mod key G is going to open up GIMP. Mod key R is going to open up Ramina, and I use Ramina to remote into other computers. And mod key S is going to lock my screen. So if you want to make a key binding, you are going to type it in 2 times on these lines, and then once down here and put the key binding in. You can have mod key letter or mod key control letter or even mod key shift mask letter. And do we have a mod key shift down here, an example? Well, yeah, we do. So for instance, on line 96, we have mod key shift mask and then a letter. So I'm going to get out of there. So now my key bindings, I have mod key F opens up Firefox. And let's close it. Mod key X closes it. Control Mod key P will open up PCMan FM, my file manager, and so forth. And you know what? Let's make a change in it. I'm going to make a change just for the sake of doing it. So if you look at the top bar, my font is really nice size, easy to read. But some people like a smaller font. I'm going to do, open up a terminal. Let's do CD into builds, DWM. Let's ls it. Let's sudo config, sudo vim config.h. Put my password in. And I'm going to go to the top. I have the font set to 14 and I have D menu set to 18. So D menu is mod key P. That's D menu. So we can see D menu is set to 18 and my clock and my workspaces are set to 14. So let's change it. I'm going to change the 14 to a 10. Oops. And I'm going to change the 18 to a 14. Now let's save the file and let's close the terminal. So right now you can see my workspaces and my clock and my date are nice and large. And mod key P opens up D menu and you can see D menu is nice and large. And you know how to use D menu, right? What I got to do is, I got to go back into the terminal. I shouldn't have logged out of the terminal. So we got to log back into builds. I don't know why I closed the terminal. So we made a change in the configuration file, but now we got to do sudo make clean install. You have to make sure you're in the right folder, the DWM folder. Hit enter, put the password in, and now you got to close the terminal and we got to log right out, put the password back in, and now look at, see? The font for my workspaces and the font from my date and clock are a lot smaller. And let's see what D menu is like. Let's do mod key P, and the font for D menu is smaller. So that's how you change things in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the TTY. And now I'm in the TTY. I'm going to log in as bench. I'm going to put my password in. And I'm going to go in, well, let's just do vim xnit rc. And I'm going to comment out awesome. And I'm going to uncomment or activate DWM. I'm going to save the file. And then I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to type in *x. And there we go. We've got the large font again. And let's do D menu. And D menu is back in large. And that's it. In this video, I highlighted my brand new script that makes it really quick and easy to install DWM, Dynamic Window Manager, from source in Arch Linux. And I showed you how to use DWM and how to make changes to the configuration file. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I am the Linux Mensch.